Alright, we're back with another Prize Picks video. This one's going to be NBA preseason. I'm pretty much only doing this video because I'm excited about the NBA season starting up. You're only going to have about 2 hours to get these picks in, and they're just giving points lines. So not a great game to bet on Prize Picks at least. But I wanted to get my thoughts out and just make a video on it because I'm super pumped about it. But yeah, let's jump into the board because I do want to post this kind of as quick as possible. The game's in, again, about 2 hours now. But we got Mavericks and Timberwolves. They're playing in Abu Dhabi. So the first guy I'm thinking about is obviously going to be Luka. These preseason games, I like to take superstars unders. But in this case, they seem pretty low to me, which is why I'm going to start with Luka's over. I'll probably do a couple different bets, a couple two-mans. If we see last year, Luka averaged 20 points a game in the 2 games he did play. They're in Abu Dhabi. They're going to want to put on a show. And Luka has the potential to obviously put up those points in a hurry. He could get 15 minutes and go over this line. Obviously, Kyrie's in town now. Kyrie's also a preseason scorer. He averaged about 20 points a game last year, playing alongside KD and Harden in Brooklyn. But I think Luka's just too good. I think he hits a few threes, shows a little razzle-dazzle, Luka magic, and I think he clears this 16.5 line. If I had to guess, I say he scores that 20 points like he averaged last year. But there's a few different routes I'm going to go with this. This is going to be the first one. And who I'm going to pair Luka up with is, if I'm going the superstar route, I'm going to go with Karl-Anthony Towns here, and I'll show you why. Obviously, Karl-Anthony Towns was injured a lot last year, came back at the end of the year and for playoffs. Obviously, Anthony Edwards is their guy. He's only 1 point higher. I wouldn't mind going that way either. But if we look at the preseason stats from last year, Karl-Anthony Towns was the guy. He only played the 2 games. And Anthony Edwards just doesn't seem like a preseason scorer. He's not one of those guys that's going out and showing out. He did play 26 minutes a game. It's not like he was playing 15. He did play all 5 games as well, so I mean, Anthony Edwards, he's kind of got his new demeanor to him. He's always been super outgoing, but I think he wants to be the guy. So I could see him going over that 15.5 line, pretty easily as well. I just think Karl-Anthony Towns, again, especially with their matchup, they're going up against a pretty poor defense in Dallas. They'll have Dwight Powell down there. They'll have Maxi Kleber. They'll have their rookie Grant Williams will be down there a little bit, but I think Gobert and Towns are kind of going to, dominate them down there at least a little bit. And obviously Towns is going to step back and hit a few threes as well. But I think Karl-Anthony Towns, I think maybe Anthony Edwards tries to get him involved a little bit. But again, I could see either of them going over this line. So this will probably be my first little combo here. Again, not the best game to bet on. So not a lot of lines at all, no points. I mean, no rebounds, no assists, no threes, no anything like that. And preseason's hit or miss, but again, they're not giving me enough lines to play around with it. So this will be our first entry. Let's go ahead and submit that. We'll do 15s. We'll place that. Second little combo I'm going to do, I'm going to take Nas Reed. Nas Reed just got a huge contract, 7.5 points. If he hits 2 threes, he's right there already. We know he likes to shoot the ball. Again, let's go back to the Timberwolves here last year. Nas Reed played all 5 games, only 20 minutes, and he scored 13.2 points. So really liking that. Is he going to play against the secondary? He'll probably play against the secondary here, so he's not going to be going up against. He'll be playing against these guys' benches, so he doesn't have to worry about Dwight Powell down there, probably. But even if he's in there, again, just a poor big man defense in general. Again, Grant Williams is okay on defense. He's really good on defense, but he's 6'6". So I think Nas goes up and over him. Again, he's only, Nas is 6'9". But you know what I mean. He can shoot threes. That 7.5 line is just too low for him. And again, this is a preseason game. He might see a little more run than he usually does. But, he's going to be getting 25 minutes a game in the season anyway. So I think Nas gets over the 7.5 point line. The other guy I'm going to pair him with is going to be Jaden Harden. This is going to be the kind of the off man, the superstar combo, the off superstar combo. Obviously, Luka and Edwards and Towns are going to get their time. But I like seeing, Hardy get some run here in late. He was their preseason scorer. Averaged, 20 a game, 23 a game in preseason in 3 games. Obviously, this is a lot different. The teams will want to show out for Abu Dhabi, give them a good show. But Jaden Harden is going to come in. He's going to score the ball, later in the game, third, fourth quarter. And I assume they give him some runs. So those are going to be my second little combos here. And then my third combo, again, Kyrie likes to score the ball. I'm just not going to touch him. I'm not a big Kyrie fan in general. I could easily see him going over that line. I could easily see Anthony Edwards going over this line as well. I just think Karl Towns, he's got like that happy-go-lucky. He wants to like prove himself all the time. So I think preseason is a good place for him to do that. And these guys have the preseason averages. But yeah, that's probably going to be the 2 combos I'll give you. I'll probably mess around with it a little bit more. Don't go too heavy on this. This is a 1 preseason game. Not a huge slate to mess around with. Not a whole lot of like value in terms of Luka's line's not at 20.5. They are kind of giving it lower. So not a whole lot of superstar unders to be chasing. But yeah, this will be a fun game. I'm super excited to watch some NBA basketball, and hopefully you guys see this before the game starts. That's going to do it. I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.